Hey, this is Doug. It's Monday, and we're in El Salvador. And I'm going to try to do some little updates on our trip that are going on here. We're visiting the Compassion sites, and today we went and saw the Compassion headquarters here in El Salvador. And they gave us a little rundown on what they do, and then tomorrow we're going to go visit some of the particular program sites. So they're giving us an update on how the program works and what we can expect to be spokespeople for Compassion, so we can answer questions. So here's a presentation of the program director, I think, here in El Salvador.
GCS sponsors and donors ministry supervisor. So I'll leave you in her hands.
Welcome to our country. How are you today? Are you tired?
Muy bueno.
You look like. Don't worry, no. But we are happy to have you, all of you here. So welcome. This is SDS department. This is the department that are in charge of all type of letters that you receive for your child. When a child registers to Compassion, we process all the documents too, and biannual information as well. So let me introduce. She is Carolina Molina. Hi. She's Bessie. Amalia. Welcome. Brenda. Michelle. Hello. And Douglas. This is the SDN team, but he is Baltasar. He is the IT computer person. So, yeah. But welcome. And right now we have, I don't know if Rocio explained you, but right now we have like 3,000 children registered in Compassion. No, 33,000 children registered in Compassion. You know, and we have 147 projects in here in all El Salvador. And I would like you to see some child letters. We have 4 types of letters. This is every time that you send a gift to your child, this is the letter that they need to write you back. Every time that you send a gift, like for example money or everything, they need to write you back. And this is the type of letter that they write. As you can see, they have a drawing at the back and a picture.
We just on the translate.
We have an external translator. You know, we have 24 translators right now. Right now we have 24 translators. Every week they came and take some 100 letters back to their home, translate it, and then next week they bring them back. So we have like this kind of process for translators. And we receive all the projects in here too, but each project have a schedule, and a specific schedule, so they can come, read all the letters, and we receive it and send them more letters to the child. Yeah. So it's a lot of person that come, you know? Yeah. I don't know if you have any question about letters.
Some things I'll just kind of clarify. When you write a letter, it goes to Colorado Springs first, and we do a similar kind of batching process, which she's doing here, kind of just tracking all that kind of stuff. Compassion really values letter writing, and you'll find that when you get to the projects, how much the children really value the letter writing. If you remember, like going to camp as a kid, and they would have like, you know, mail call, roll call, and there's all the kids that get the letters, and then there's the kids that don't get the letters. Like that kind of happens all the time at projects. So so it's really valuable when you're writing. Some of the things that they're doing here is this actually is a picture so that someone sent extra money, which then becomes a gift. And when you send money over and beyond your $32, 100% of that money is translated out to the gifts. And then Compassion in El Salvador actually takes a picture. This is what your money purchased, and they write and communicate that very specifically back to you. But the whole process, usually it's about 5 weeks when you send it to Compassion.
Yeah.
We send it overseas. They send it out to get translated and back, and then either the project picks it up here or you guys deliver it out to the
No,
project.
they came here.
So the project comes and picks it up and drops off, pick up, drop off. And how many letters do you guys do monthly or annually?
Okay. Every week from the sponsor we receive like 800 letters every week. Every week. And we send to GNC to Colorado, we send like 1,000 letters or 1,500 letters every week. Yeah. So that is the
so a small
whole
team like
process.
this is processing that kind of volume, which you can imagine is, it has to keep everything kind of going like this. So when you look at the sponsor donor services team, this is the group that really keeps the sponsors back home really engaged and up to date. And a lot of times, do you guys also do the biannual updates?
Yes. We have, for example, Amalia is the person in charge of every biannual information. She processes all the information for each child and send them to Colorado. We process like 1,000 biannuals too every month. And every time that we are the person in charge of registered children. So in this week, from July to June next year, we are going to register 5,922 children to join to Compassion for the next month. Yeah, and Amalia is the person in charge to process all the information. Every associate have like a 32 project in charge. So we divide all the letters, we divide the biannuals, history, case, we divide it.
So this is very much an operations team, and they're just heavy, full with things to do. If you think about 33,000 children currently sponsored, add 5,000 more this new year, and then half of those require this annual update. So that's 17,000, and then 17,000 in 12 months, you're doing just over 1,000 a month, and that's just more or less one person. So just that's part of what you see is in the mass of what happens. It really happens in a very small team here in the country office. So these guys do an incredible job. So thank you guys very much.
You're welcome.
All right,
Thank you.
where
Thank
would
you
you send us?
for coming here.